Two. Hi, welcome back to the 1010 podcast, episode 15. Coming up next is May Ree. She's from Italy or Spain and she's living in Germany. It's a long story. Could you tell us? Hi, May. How are you, first of all? How are you?
Hi, guys. Thank you so much for having me, Sparky. And yeah, I'm really happy and I feel honored to be part of this call and spend this time with you guys and really great artists. And yeah, I really feel honored. Yes, I'm a Ray. I was born in Italy, in the south of Italy. And then I decided one day to go to the north. And yes, I'm based in Germany, where I live and work. First experiences with bands and then with electronic music. This is my biggest passion. I really love electronic music. And yeah, I chose the hardest path, that is to have my little setup, my small bedroom studio, and start composing, beat making, and all this stuff. So I started composing like some years ago, and first compositions, then tracks, then first album, and now, like in last May, my new album. It's all about faces, and yeah, that's me.
I've got a song called Gen X. Why did you write Gen X, the song?
Yeah, Gen X. Well, the whole album has the concept of like talking about phases, and Gen X talks about a generational phase. This is a generation that I love because I was raised in a family of Gen Xers, and so my eldest brothers, they were my together with my father, they were my first influence, in terms of music. So I was born the very last days of the Generation X, and I can say that I absorbed a lot of this generation. And yeah, and the latest Gen Xers were the people who wanted to be independent, making decisions, different changes, compared to the previous generation.
Yeah.
So yes, yeah, and it's a track of my new album, and more dancey, and one of the more dancey songs, and yeah.
Well, if you've not heard May Ray yet, sit back and enjoy Gen X by May Ray. 1, 2, 3. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm walking down the street. Nobody's there, and you don't live around here anymore. We could be anywhere. The go-getters revealing their humanity. We're people in motion, seeking emotions. We used to count the stars. No algorithms over love or human intuition. Lured by virtuality. Rebels with Atari, watching MTV and dancing on the street. We're people in motion, seeking emotions. but we're keeping our heads up. Baby busters, schizo fighters, what is left to be done?
Well done.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Wonderful. So, May, what do you have and what's your plans? What's next for May?
Well, what's next? Actually, I'm not that calm in the sense that I'm always doing something and projects and yeah, there's new music for coming soon with my second project is an electro duo together with a Brazilian producer. But in the meantime, you know, I'm starting new beats, new compositions for my solo project, May Ray. So it's, yeah, never ending.
I can't wait to see what's next. So we've got a few people want to say something. We've got Marion, then Tim, then Scott. Marion, what's your thoughts?
I wanted to say big ups for women producers. We need more. So I'm getting more into that new space myself, but I thought you did a great job with the music. So the music and the message stood out, and I like the energy you had behind it. So good job.
Thank you, Marion. Really,
You are so
really
welcome.
appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Well said, well said. So we've got three people now, keep moving around. We've got Tim, what's your thoughts?
Man, that song had a wonderful beat and groove to it. I mean, you could certainly get into that. Your vocals were exquisite. I loved it. I mean, it #1 in my book. Great job.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you for your kind words. Hope to do better and better.
Keep being you. We have Scott, then Sin, then our next guest, Nick. So Scott, what's your thoughts, brother?
Absolutely love the EDM production. Your vocals, the good message behind it about generations that have been and are to come. So it was beautiful.
Thank you. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Sin, what would you like to say? And then Nick is our next guest and he can compliment first. So Sin, what's your thoughts, brother?
I love the production. Very nice vibe. Very danceable, like you're saying. Yeah, really good job.
Oh my God. Really kind, really kind. Thank you so much, Sin. Thank you. I loved your song as well. Really feel honored.
I love to watch people once they get compliments, their smiles just go right up. So I sit and look at everyone's reactions. I love it. Well said, Sin. So Nick, what's your thoughts before your section? You're up next. Nick.
Oh man, I really liked it. I like electronic music a lot. It reminded me of electronic music kind of from the late 90s to maybe like mid 2000s. It had a little bit of since it had vocals, it reminded me a little bit of some like Everything But the Girl, a little bit of some later period of theirs, and just very laid back, kind of like down tempo, like very chilled, laid back vocals. The vocals were kind of playful too, and a little bit of California vibes too, even with the roller skating, because every time I go down to the beach, everybody's roller skating. So I dig it. And I also wanted to say everybody's songs have had really good vocals too. Something that I forgot to address, which is really important in songwriting, probably the most important thing, because songwriting is about the lyrics and then the arrangement. But anyways, yeah, really badass. I liked it. Keep it up.
Thank you so much. Really kind from you. And yeah, I must admit that in the song, you know, I searched for sounds that could convey the message, you know, that a little bit of nostalgia. And then, you know, the track is a little bit dancey, and I wanted to express that kind of feeling, you know, freedom, independence, yeah, and yeah, just, you know, enjoying life. Yeah, despite all the difficulties that we had in the past generations, like in any generation. So yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
well
great.
said, everybody.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Really kind from
Thanks
you
for being a
guys.
wonderful guest. Mary, everybody. Well done,
Thank you.
well done.
Love you so
Coming-
much. Thank you.
One love to you, my darling. Coming up next is Nick Chacon. Hey, Nick, how are you, dude?
Hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm over here in LA, and yeah, singer-songwriter, one-man band. All my songs, I do everything except for the mixing and mastering. I have a friend of mine that does that for me. But yeah, LA born and raised, been making music for 22 of my 36 years. And this project itself, what is now Nick Chacon, I've been doing since 2009. So yeah, just keeping it going.
Nick, am I right? Am I right to believe that you don't have good eyesight at all? Am I right to believe this?
Yeah, I can't see very well, so I always wear my sunglasses, but I'm still able to do all the stuff I need to do musically.
That's it. Your other senses open up. Do you know, in the family, I tried to get a man called Joey Stuckey. He's quite a huge, he's a big artist, and he's also a blind musician. And I want to make him your friend. So I couldn't come tonight, but I'll put you on the next show together. So Nick, what's the song Get Together about? Why did you write the song Get Together?
Okay, this song, more or less, just in its most simplest form, the message is just about peace, meaning the title Get Together. And usually I write really lyrical, really wordy songs, but this song, which is the first song from my new album, Nick Chacon, which is everywhere digitally, the lyrics are super simple. The lyrics are literally just gotta get together, my friends, gotta get together again. And then that it repeats through the song a few times, and it's more or less, the rest is just instrumental. But it's just a song about just good vibes and peace, just a really earthy kind of vibe. Psychedelic rock type song, kind of almost like Black Sabbath like, with the pace of the music a little sludgy like, but the guitars are a little more like punk rock like, or indie rock, shoegaze like. And that's just what I was going for on that song.
Well, if you've not heard of Nick Chacon's music before, sit back and enjoy it. This is Get Together by Nick Chacon. I hope I say it
Thank
right,
you.
brother. One love.
No worries.
Well,
Thank
ladies
you,
and
thank you,
gentlemen,
thank you.
pleasure.
Got
Nick, absolutely fantastic, brother. Well done, man.
Hey,
Well
thank you so
done.
much.
Nick,
Thanks again
I'll get
for
in there
letting me
first.
be.
What's next for you? What's your plans? What can we expect to see from Nick Chacon next?
Oh man, thanks once again for letting me be on the show, by the way. It's been about a year since this time last summer that I've done any promo, so it's much needed and much appreciated. But my next plans are, since I haven't released a music video since 2018, I want to get some new videos made, either with some people here in LA or even learn some video editing and take a try at making some myself. And two, I want to do just some more bits of promo to promote this album, some written interviews, which I have someone in mind that I'm going to talk to soon. And the last time I played shows is I played a string of shows earlier this year in the springtime, but I don't know if I'll play any more this year, but definitely when it's okay again, I will, because being that I'm here in LA, our COVID situation, it's very complicated. So I just have to wait until I can play again. But I most definitely will, because before the pandemic started, I used to play all the time, up to 3 times a week live. So it'll come again. So those are just my future plans. Yeah.
Can't wait to see what's next, brother. We've got 4 people want to speak to you here, actually 5 now. So let's start with Tommy, then Marion. Tommy, what's your thoughts?
Well, I'll tell you, you said initially that the lyrics were simple and repetitive. It's not really repetitive. It held ground all the way through. Congratulations on that. And then the lead guitar, the effects on that lead guitar, and then most importantly, and I think Tim was probably flipping when he heard that too. The riff, the note was kind of flattish, bending, but it came back. That was really, that carried the thing all the way through, and then the simple lyrics. Wonderful song. Thank you.
Well,
man,
well said.
Yeah, the tone of the guitar, it's pretty much a big muff pedal driving everything and just setting it different ways. And I was just trying to go for a sludgy psychedelic thing with that song, but like with a little bit of punk rock vibes mixed in, being how I'm from LA and just all the punk rock shows I used to go to and punk rock bands that I played in before I was a solo musician. So yeah, thanks, brother. Thanks so much.
Well said. You know, we've got 5 more people want to say something to you. So Marion, then Tim first. Marion?
Great job with all, like everything, Nick. I really enjoyed it. And I even heard when he was talking about the riff with the guitar, I heard a little bit of grunge in there. So it was pretty cool. I really enjoyed it. Good job. Keep going. I look forward to whatever else you're doing, as with everybody.
Well said. Well said.
Tim
Consley, then Sin and Carlo. Tim?
Thanks so much. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, very grungy, definitely Nirvana vibes. That was my time. I was hearing all that when it was first on the radio. Love Kurt Cobain. And definitely it's the guitar pedals that you're hearing, that pedal, Big Muff. That's grunge, rock, punk rock city right there. Thank you so much, being from a US artist as well. Thank you. To Marion, thank you.
Well said. Tim, did you get a word in there? Tim?
Yeah, I thought the song was great there. I mean, the guitar, the words, it took me back to my childhood, man. I'm a child of the 60s, so that reminded me of stuff from the late 60s, the psychedelic movement. And yes, I heard the grunge in there too from the punk scene. I thought the thing was just, and I know what a big muff pedal is. And I also agree with what Tommy shared about it. I mean, that note that was just kind of dissonant, man, that's what really made the song. Great job. You did all that yourself, right?
Yeah, in my home studio, I play one instrument at a time all the way through and just record all my tracks, then move on to the vocals and send it to my buddy, and he does the mixing and mastering. And I want to say all your guys' comments have been so chill and cool. I really appreciate it. And yeah, just definitely those 60s psychedelic vibes, because being over here in LA, man, a lot of those bands were coming to LA, or they already were in LA. And I just love stuff like The Doors and stuff like that. That's what influences stuff like that for me. And just all those old psychedelic 60s, the singles, all the 45s and the Nuggets box set and all that stuff like that. I love that stuff, brother. Thanks so much, you guys, once again. I appreciate it.
Great
Well
job.
said. We've still got three more. We've got Sin, and then Carlo, then our next guest, Agency. Sin, what's your thoughts, brother?
Hey, that's insane. You did all that yourself, man. Very talented. I love the vibe, love the message. Lyrics were great. So yeah, really nice, man. Good job.
Man, I appreciate it. Just too, like how in hip hop music, I try to just have the drums be with the just cool vibe and just a cool pace, and where you could bob your head, and you know, I love all that stuff, especially that I actually play the drums too. And the drums is my first instrument, and then the guitar. So just, man, I just love to play, and just, yeah, keep doing it, dude. I love your music, bro. That's some good old school hip hop. If you ever come to LA, definitely do some open mics, play some shows, link up with some cats, and just record some stuff, man.
Most definitely, man. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, thank
Nick,
you, bro. Thank you.
Nick, do you know we've got over 30 family members in California? So we're going to be doing a California day soon. And I swear, man, he's like, just give us time. We've got Carlo, then Agency. Carlo.
Congratulations, Nick. An amazing song. I really liked it. It reminds me of, yeah, Nirvana, Oasis, psychedelic rock from the late 60s. Truly amazing. And well, I saw your Instagram profile. You say you're Mexican, Mexico-americano, pues, así que pues, paisano. Yo soy de Jalisco acá, así que that's really good, man. Keep going, keep it going, and we'll sure meet someday.
Muchas gracias, amigo. Mira, somos hermanos de Jalisco, de México. Mira, yo soy un pelirrojo como Canelito.
Viva México. Viva México.
Viva México.
Muchas gracias, amigo. Ven un día a Los Ángeles y podemos
Claro que sí.
tocar música.
Sí, por supuesto que sí. Espero te guste mi proyecto.
Gracias, amigo. Muchas gracias.
I can speak Spanish. I know how to ask for 2 beers. Dos cervezas, por favor. Hey. That's all I know. I lived in Barcelona for 6 months, and that is all I learned was 2 beers, please. I swear. Agency, what's your thoughts before we bring you on next, dude?
Yeah, so as much as right now I make hip hop music, I don't know the first thing about mixing that genre of music, but before I really got into hip hop, grunge and metal and heavy metal, like Soundgarden, Nirvana, all that was like my whole life. And it really brought me back to those days. It was absolutely epic. That's one of those songs that I would sit and learn on the drums for like 3 hours. Absolutely epic. Keep doing what you're doing. That's absolutely sick.
Hey, thanks so much, bro. That's cool that you said you're about 13 or 14. That's when I first started really thinking, all right, I want to write some songs. And yeah, I appreciate your comments. Your vibe that I'm getting is that style. Anyways, you got that 90s skater surfer vibe, you know, so keep it going, because that's definitely where I'm coming from too. Keep being from Los Angeles, Southern California, and just keep it going, bro. Keep making music for life, man. Like I said, I'm already 36 and I've been doing this for like since the year 2000. So keep it going, bro. Keep it going. Thanks.
Thanks, man. You too.
Great comment, great answer. Nick, thanks for being a wonderful guest, brother. And I hope to get you back on here for every song you've ever written and you ever write in the future. How does that sound? Eh? Nick, shook on, everybody.
Hey, thanks once again.
Pleasure, brother, pleasure. So we've got 3 more guests to come. Next is Agency. Alessandro, our friend from South Africa living in the Netherlands. Could you introduce yourself, Alessandro? Who are you? What type of music do you do, brother?
Yeah, so I'm Alessandro. I was born in South Africa and then I moved to the Netherlands a year ago. I'm a little worried now about what y'all finna think, because it's like everybody was writing their songs to be based on like peacefulness and mindfulness and love and all that stuff, and then my song is just going to be about living in the murder capital of South Africa. So I don't know how that's going to come across, but
Well, sorry, Alessandro, would you like to play your Coming Home song first? I mean, it's up. I've got both of them here. If you would rather people heard that, because that's world class, young man. I don't know about Kilmatic. I've not heard much of it yet, but it's up to you. Would you want to promote Kilmatic, or do you want to go put Coming Home on? You decide.
well, if we're talking about promotion, I'd rather promote Kilmatic because
Right,
Coming
fine.
Home is my most successful one.
Yep.
But yeah, let's do Kilmatic and we'll see how that goes.
So the story
Um,
behind it is about, what's the story behind it, brother? Why did you write it?
Well, if you listen to classics, like it was one of those songs that's inspired by a lot of classics, you know, Eminem, Big L, Pac, all the big ones, inspired by them. And then the first two songs that I dropped were all meaningful and stuff. And then I was like, well, I've already done two storytelling meaningful songs, so now I'm just gonna goof off with this next one. And it has a message, which is just growing up in that part of town, but it's really just me putting words together. And you know,
Do you know, I mean, you
so
don't write this song for no for no reason. I know two of my friends' fathers that were both murdered in South Africa. My friend David Pistorius, who's a bass player in the family, his uncle was a world famous, he's the most famous bass player ever, Jaco Pistorius. He got killed doing a gig in South Africa. So, dude, a lot of people will feel this. So let's get acquainted with ANC's music if you're not already. This song's called Kilmatic from ANC. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. 1, 2, 3.
You feel rappers sit back, I'm about to sit back, I'm about to begin. Sit back, I'm about sit back, I'm about to begin. Sit back, I'm about to begin. Sit back, I'm about to begin.
We rock black Tims and cold chains, don't bother with foes' names. We clock a pro's fame, a couple people find those strange. Yeah, in other words, people think that I jack ice. Meanwhile, I'm just a cat with a pad that's mad nice, yeah. And if you step to this, know that you're done. If you ever feel the need to retreat, son, you should probably run. Many get up on the mic, rhyming deceit, talking mad while we really leave brothers inside the concrete. All I'm trying to do is flow. Y'all think I trim rocks? I would abuse a show. I'm not trying to spin blocks, so quit associating me with a strap. I got $1 million in cash, but that don't mean that I flash clocks. So why you trying to break down my hope? I got a rope in these foes that don't know how to spit dope. If I were to sell coke, I would be yoked, but I'm an MC and I be as clean as a bar soap. But I'm still grim and low as can be. Got flows breaking foes cause they know they couldn't trash me, yeah. Feel my tight rhyme CIB, clean as cat, mean as rat since the B.I.G, yeah. And I know that I'm young Jack, but I got them sung rap. Don't drop for a year and they would come back. We catch a fat at a weak point, there at a street point, and put them up for a run at heat point. You know that fat face devil's a clear one. They tryna hit me with a gat scat, I don't fear one. You think I'm done while I give foes a run? Got them distraught cause I always brought rhymes to fear, son. We come around best of a check that far. We like Wu-Tang when we come protect your neck, dog. I know these rats wish that I couldn't call. I know these rats Satan that they praying on my downfall. But I'ma move forward and never shut. Yeah, I stay leaving these foes stuck cause I don't give a what. So if you choose to mess, better go check twice. Cause if you try to step, then you get your neck sliced. We flow slow, steady kill shows. We know true. Killmatic, check it, get low. 310 crew. Yeah. Word up.
Sit back, I'm about sit back, I'm about to begin. Sit back, I'm about to begin. Sit back, I'm about to begin.
Ladies and gentlemen, ANC. Brother, What's next for you? I mean, what's next? When's the album coming out, for instance?
I don't have a date, like a specific date set for the album. I'm just trying to get it out, before the end of the year. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to get it out before the end of the year. That's what I'm hoping for. Yeah, I got a couple collabs. I got one big rapper on the album. That whole album is pretty much just gonna be raw MCing, just the punchlines and the wordplay and just the rhyming. I made a couple upgrades, so I'm hoping the production is also a lot better than my first two singles. So
Brother, honestly, you've got a huge future. You're one of the most talented people that I've ever clapped eyes on. I'll be honest, I've only heard that song 3 times, but see, you're coming home, every word to it. I listen to it all the time. Me and Scott listened to it at the start of the show, didn't we, Scott? I'm going to rise my way up to the top and then we'll never come down. Brother, you've got a future, a huge future. Marion, then
Thank
Nick.
you.
Marion, what's your thoughts, dear?
I thought you did a great job. I think you have a good flow. I definitely could see it going somewhere big if that's where you want it to go. I hear you paying homage to like the roots of hip hop and the wordplay on Killmatic, and I believe it was Nas with Illmatic. I hear very much more of like, reminds you of a Biggie song from back in the day.
Yeah.
I'm proud that you paying homage to those that came before you. That's dope. And I expect to see great things from you. So keep going. I believe you're only 15, right?
13.
That's incredible. You're only 13, right? So you're amazing.
Yeah, they were quite a.
I couldn't advise you more. Check them out. So we've got a couple of rappers want to say something now. Scott and then Sin. What's your thoughts on this young gentleman?
Don't doubt yourself ever. You looked at the great message between everything, and it's like Marion said, you spoke up paying homage to the roots of hip hop. Be proud of yourself, young man. Exquisite.
Thank you.
Well said. Sin, what's your thoughts here, my man?
Oh yeah, you can definitely tell you did your homework, man. It's great to see you studied that much into the culture and really went to the roots of it. You're crazy talented, man. Especially for being that young. Yeah, you're gonna be a crazy MC growing up too. So that's nice, man. Good job.
Thanks.
Going to the stratosphere, so stick in with him now, Sin. ANC, do you know that I asked Sin if he would come here because he's also somebody that our class is going to make it as a rapper. So I wanted you two to go after each other at the start, but you weren't here at the time. But you two must be brothers. Sin, you must find each other. So we've got a couple of other people here. No, we've not actually. Coming up next is Carlo. What's your thoughts, Carlo?
Hello, everyone. So it's wonderful to be here, being invited, and it's been a privilege to listen to all these music projects and simply amazing. I'm simply so amazed and thankful for being alive and being able to share this with you guys. It's amazing. And well, I'm coming from a band. My band's name is The Heathens.
Sorry, Carlo, 2 seconds. Sorry, this is just a compliment. Compliment ANC. Then I'll come. 1 minute. We're on your section. So what did you think of ANC there? Just so I can end that section. What's your thoughts on young?
Sorry. I love it. I really love it. I really love the vibe. When you mention the big ones of hip hop, this year I begin to listen to a lot of hip hop, and that's fire, dude. That's fire, and it's wonderful that you're only 13. It's amazing. Keep it doing it, bro. You're gonna go far, like Kanye did in their time.
He's going to go to the stratosphere. That's where he's headed.
Thank you so much.
ANC, we all love you, especially me, especially Kirsty. You know, she's the one that put me in sight of you. But brother, we're here for you. Bring all your songs onto this show. And ANC, everybody. Legend in the making. Eminem too. Eminem's not got a patch in yet, actually. I'm telling you. So coming up next is our second last guest. Is Carlo from the band The Hidden. Carlo, how are you, brother?
Hello. Now, yes, in my time, right? I'm so sorry
That's okay,
about
man.
that.
Hey.
But yeah, like I was saying, I come from a band from Mexico. We started 5 years ago when we were actually 16 and 17. So I know Alessandro, coming from the bottom, and I'm just making my way into it. The band is like The Killers, Interpol, New Order, Joy Division, what else? Motorama, Subit, a lot of good post-punk bands, alternative. That's the music we're doing it. Right now we're just Josh and me. Josh doing drums, and I'm doing everything else. And we're recording the open recording our debut album, which is surely gonna be out next year. But now the single that you're about to gonna hear came
The
out
song
in June. So
we need some time to relax. We need some time to relax. Why did you
Yeah.
write that song? Yeah, bro.
I wrote it 4 years ago. Well, I was on summer vacations from school. And I had this ex-girlfriend that we just broke up and all of that, and that kind of like keep like resonating over my head. So
Yeah,
I
man.
wrote that on July, like in this couple of dates actually. So it's like 4 years ago, and that was the song that we started playing all back then. And well, it's been a long time, and we recorded on April, but yeah, it's a really good dope song, and I hope you guys like it.
I don't think they'll like it. I think they'll love it, brother. I think they'll love it. So
Thank you.
everyone, the Hidden Band with "We Need Some Time to Relax," and we all need some time to relax. If you don't relax, you die. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. One last.
Giving meanings to the time we share.
Well done. Well done. Fantastic, Carlo. Well, I'm just going to ask you, you know what I'm going to ask you? What's next for you, Carlo? What's next for the Hidden?
Next, right now, we're recording right now. This year is fully only recording right now. We've been doing this for so many years. We've been playing a lot of gigs in Guadalajara. There's a lot of talented music here, a lot of talented musicians, a lot of good stuff between all genres. So I just found it amazing that I'm able here to share my work with you guys. All of you have amazing projects, and I'm so happy. That's all for right now. We're just doing that. We are not gonna play anything right now, but we're just gonna record to be able to share what we have.
Well, Carlo, I'll bring you on a show next week if you can get all your band members to come. I'll bring you on another show next week if you can. Even one more comes. So,
yeah.
Before we get there, right, I'm going to say Nick, then Tim. Nick, what's your thoughts?
I liked it, man. A mí me gusta. It's very like kind of dancey, a little bit like post-punk, kind of indie. I see how you're saying about like the Killers and stuff like that. And I know too that in Mexico, in Jalisco, a lot of bands sound similar to that. And that's the kind of vibe going on over there. With just any kind of Latin music that's being made with guitars and anything indie like. And muy bien, amigo. A mí me gusta. Keep doing it, dude. Badass stuff.
Muchas gracias.
One day I'm gonna go over there, and one day you have to come to Los Angeles.
Se arma. Arre. A huevo.
Ándale pues. Muy bien, muy bien.
Your neighbors anyway, you're on the border. California used to be in Mexico years and years ago. That was Mexico. Yeah, my old Mexico in the old days.
True.
So
Very
well
true,
said.
very true.
Before we go to Tim, who's our last guest, I'd like to ask Marion first. And if anyone's in a hurry, you can tell me no, but I want to do something I've never done before and play a second song for ANC, i.e. the Coming Home song, because it's so good. I want you to hear it. Unless anyone's in a hurry, you can say, hurry up, that's a bit of pressure for you. It gives Tim an extra 5 minutes to get ready as well. So, Marion, what's your thoughts? Then Tim, then I'm going to play another ANC song. You have to hear it. Marion?
Hi, I just want to tell you guys, I'm so sorry. I didn't even realize the time. I have an appointment and like, I'm supposed to be there in 12 minutes. I'm half an hour away. I didn't even realize I was enjoying everybody. You are amazing. Your band is sick. If your intro reminded me of Radiohead. You remind me a lot of Radiohead. They had a song back in the day, I think called like Anorexic Love or Anorexia. Message is completely different, but the feel is very similar. Everybody, I am so honored to be on the same platform as you guys. You all are wonderful. Some people I really and truly would love to hear. I'm gonna see if I can connect it on my cell phone and be on the car and just, join in that way. But if not, I know you guys are gonna have a great show. Great job. You guys have a great thing going. So keep going. ENC, right? Again, you're amazing. You're incredible. I know you're gonna do some great things, as will everybody. So have a great
Marion, before you go, you only missed one person, and it's Tim Consley. But Tim Consley's my big brother. He's an MVP, just the same as Scott. He's the most supportive person ever. So he will reach out to you and you'll hear Tim sing again. Tim, we've got 5 shows this week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Tim's going to close them all off with 2 live songs. So you miss it today, come back tomorrow and see it. Right? So we'll send you the invite for tomorrow. So bye, Marion. And
bye, you guys. See you later.
Tim, would you like to, bye, darling. Tim, would you like to comment, Carlo, before we play Ian's second song?
Yes, Carlo, that song was just awesome, brother. I mean, I really loved everything about it. The guitar work in it was superb. The bass, I was really drawn to the bass guitar in that song. They were jamming, and the breakdown at the end of the song, oh my goodness, that was just incredible. Great job.
Oh, thank you so much, man. I'm speechless. Thank you so much.
Oh, brother, no, man. Sin's want to say something first before I force you to hear another ANC track. Wait till you hear it. Sin, what's your thoughts, brother?
No, I love that same breakdown at the end of the song too, man. Your band's really talented. You guys are really good. Overall, it was really good. I liked it all. Thank you for playing it.
The band's name's The Hidden.
Thank you.
So check them out, everybody. And Carlo, thanks for being a marvelous guest, brother. Until the next time. Yeah, absolutely. Right. So I'm going to break my rules here and play a second song for someone, even though he was late to the show. I'll forgive you, son. Everybody, let's just get on with this. Right? Coming Home by A&C. What's the story behind this? Quickly, A&C, before I smash it.
Yeah, that song was basically, to cut a long story short, it's basically I think the last verse is pretty much just only motivational upbringing. You gotta get off your ass if you want to accomplish.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But basically the whole idea when I started writing this song was basically about how I was way too much of I know everybody's a perfectionist with their music, but it was pretty much just about how I was being like ultra perfectionist with my music, and I wouldn't drop anything because I was scared of being judged and all that. And then
you're
about
a true professional.
Yeah.
At your age, you're already a true professional. I'll take my hat off to you, honestly. A&C with
Thank you.
Coming Home. Let's Coming Home. 1, 2, 3. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen.
Crushing me like boulders. It's fine, it don't matter though, cause you know I'm a soldier. Ain't getting no closure, these raps never over. They going on for so long and I still ain't got no closer to finishing one than I've gotten with others. And my mother is waiting on me, and so are my brothers. And my dogs and my G's, all my boys, all these numbers. Yet I still haven't dropped a song that can pay for our suppers. Ayo, send me the album. Ain't finished it yet. Well, can I get one song? Now one is finished and I'm feeling stressed, cause it feels like nothing that I write or rhyme about's the best. But I show it to other people and they always seem impressed. But how do I know that they ain't lying straight to my face? How do I know that my song ain't whack and their opinion is just base? Cause if my raps are good, then I would know I got a music taste is fairly good. Ain't go working in office, my life ain't going to waste. Yeah, I'ma do it somehow. I'ma ride my way to the top and then never come down. I'ma get into the rap game and get out this town. Cause once the song is finished, it's going to be swim or drown. Yeah, I'ma make it out. I'ma buy the earth and then I'm finna run my mouth. Ain't no falling for less or falling down for the birds. Is how I do it and I'm finna make this work. I'm coming I've gotten home. To the age where I've gotta watch who I'm friends with. I've gotta make sure that I ain't involved in fake friendships. The only friend I really need these days is hip-hop. All the other kids that talk behind my back can get dropped. I get shocked, I get blocked. Watch your mouth or gets knocked. I'm on top, cut you up like butter on corn on the cob. Bust it as I proceed to snowy cold flow. I'm spitting slowly. You better stop acting like you're my G or that you know me, cause you don't and you won't, cause you're stoned. Go back home and stop talking all of that ass behind of your cell phone. You're not tough, you're not rough. Call my bluff and get cuffed because I'm getting sick and tired of your bull stuff. Real talk, I gotta get public, get known outside of school, and stop messing around and acting like a fool. This challenge is not cool, can cheat either first rule. Life being so cruel, but winning's my main fuel. So what am I gonna do? I'm feeling quite hopeless. I'm feeling like every person that I meet is soulless. I'm feeling like nobody on this earth can notice that if you're big beef with me, I'm leaving you smokeless. So face it, complacent can keep my containment, cause when I pick up the mic it causes amazement. I rule the rap planet, can't call me P-Rabbit. I'm feeling like spazzing, verse me, last one standing. Yeah, but it's cold, struggling, feel alone in this game, on this road, my whole career's demo. I feel like another clone, taking another loan, but I'ma be me, yo, main scene, I'm coming home. Yeah, I'ma do it somehow. I'ma ride my way to the top and then never come down. I'ma get into the rap game and get out this town, cause once the song is finished, it's going to be swim or drown. Yeah, I'ma make it out. I'ma buy the earth and then I'm finna run my mouth. Ain't no falling for less or falling down for the birds. Is how I do it and I'm finna make this work. I'm coming home. To succeed if you don't then what you gon' be? Tell me what activity you love that's gon' set you free. How you living and staying inside of this broken city. You're not ashamed of it or the fact that you're not chasing dreams. Like you ain't even budging while everybody is judging. And you just sit there acting like you're not doing nothing. That feeling of you not having motivation is the devil. That's the feeling of you knowing that you're acting like a rebel. And you're walking the thin line between okay and straight dreadful. And if you're not careful, your mind will slip and fall into stressful. And it's stressful when your heart is full of hate and it's vengeful. Cause how you gon' focus on working yourself when you're obsessful? That's why I don't care about what you say about me, not special. Cause low-key I know that you will never be on my level. And you'll never get on my pedestal of ill and incredible. Because I'm not dependable on you, you're not respectable. Why would I respect you if I do not think you deserve it? You can't talk behind my back, then you ask for it, go and earn it. Confronted you multiple times and still you ain't learning. But it's fine, it don't matter because the tables are turned. As in you are the loser now and I am the one working. I'm the person y'all talking about and you're the one hurting. I'm the person that can rip you to pieces and leave you speechless. I'm fearless and I'm a genius and you're simply not worth it. And I won't be returning, leaving 031 for good. And even though this area is 031, it's not the hood. This where every kid my age should be, you hear that? Should. Unfortunately not everyone has the option or could. Yeah, I may sometimes goof and I jest and I maybe may rarely rest. But that don't mean I ain't a mess, my angst being put to the test. And wherever I roam I'm spitting bars off the dome. And now I'm walking alone through streets of death and I'm coming home. Yeah, I'ma do it somehow. I'ma ride my way to the top and then never come down. I'ma get into the rap game and get out this town. Cause once the song is finished it's going to be swim or drown. Yeah, I'ma make it out. I'm up out this earth and then I'm finna run my mouth. Ain't no falling for less or falling down for the birds. This is how I do it and I'm finna make this work. I'm coming home, 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 home.
ANC, that was just for you because, man, love you, brother. You're absolutely fantastic. But it's not really time for compliments. That was just to show you all. Jason, you can say something. Jason, then Nick, then Tim's he's gonna give us a real treat with 2 live songs off his new album. So Jason, then Nick, then we're on to the final. My brother, Jason.
Hey man, I really like that song. I saw you got, it looks like a SM7B mic. You can get it's called a cloud filter or lifter or something, and it just boosts the output just a little bit so you don't have to gain your mic up so much.
Yeah, with I only bought this mic maybe a month ago max. So before, the first 2 songs that I recorded were on this really crappy 30 € USB mic that I had it for about 2 years and I never used it. And then I recorded it with that. And the gain was already like, you couldn't change the gain and I didn't have an audio interface because I literally only had the mic and my laptop and a USB cord. So,
brother, when you're slagging,
still sounds good, man.
I do 5 shows a week and look at the mic I've got. Look at it. Hey, right. So, brother, I wish I had your mic. Nick, Nick, you want to say something before Tim closes the show? Nick, what's your thoughts?
Yeah, bro, whatever gear you have is whatever you have as long as you make it happen, you know? Badass song, super lyrical for your age. I was incredibly blown away. You're a natural MC because even though I'm sure you practice a lot, your overall delivery and just the way that you say all your words is just naturally on point. You're meant to do that. You got bars and just keep it going, man. I advise you you seem pretty self-aware for your age. Just stay self-aware, stay that way. Listen to all genres of music, let it blend into your music, and find some musicians to work with so that you can rap over some live instrumentation. That shit would be dope as hell. And I dig it, man. I get where you're coming from. Keep it up, because by the time you're my age, you're gonna be a fucking legend, yo.
Absolutely.
Thanks,
And do you know the thing about he's so young and his parents are guardians of him. They want him to make sure he gets his good, his good education and everything else. And quite right, and I wouldn't let anyone come on here and smoke or swear or any of that kind of thing, So like, I don't even know if you can find him because he's kind of hidden. But Alessandro, how does everybody find you?
Sorry, I don't understand.
How do we find you on social media? Do you have ANC
Oh,
account?
yeah. So most of my accounts are just, my Instagram account is just ANC. Then and pretty much everything is just under ANC or ANC Music. And you don't have to worry about coming and swearing and smoking in front of me because my favorite rapper is Big L.
Oh, well, in
So
that case,
Oh, yeah.
It's not
Sorry if I
really
swear.
a
Sorry
thing
for
for me.
swearing.
I was joking. Hey, ANC Part 2, everyone, well done, well done. Coming up, this is our finale here. I'm going to introduce Tim Consley. Tim Consley is, without a doubt, Scott's not far behind him, the most supportive person in our full music family out of hundreds of people. I see what Tim does. He's mark my words, Jason, Marion, everyone, you know, everyone who's been on the show tonight for the first time, wait till you see Tim will support you for the rest of your life. Tim Consley, let us know who you are as a musician, what type of music you do, and you sing as many songs as you want, brother. Let me hear it.
My name's Tim Consley, originally from Kentucky. I'm in Indiana now. I was born and raised in a musical household. All of my brothers, who are a whole decade older than I am, they all played instruments, had their own band by the time I came along. My mother put me up in front of church to sing a special at age 3. I started picking up instruments at the age of 7. That's been over 50 years ago, so I'm telling you my age. But I do a lot of music. I even have a Christmas album out. I got a Christian album out, but what I do mostly is blues rock music, all original. When you listen to my recordings, that's me on there. I'm singing, I'm playing all the instruments, I'm recording it, I'm mixing it, I'm mastering it, doing it all from start to finish. And like I said, tonight I'm going to be doing a couple of songs with the acoustic. But the new album is called What Bounces Off You. And you can find it on Spotify, Apple, you can find it on Deezer, in YouTube, any place that's a good streaming site, it's on there.
Well, Tim, whether you want to do 2 songs, 3 songs, or 4 songs, just you go as long as you're comfortable and introduce them as you go along. The floor's yours. Tim Consley, everyone.
Okay, so the first song here is the title track off of the album. It's called What Bounces Off You. And the song is pretty much about a guy whose girlfriend is messing around on him. And he's telling her that people are watching what she's doing and that what bounces off of her will jump back on him. So here we go with that. I'm going to try to play some of the lead stuff on this on acoustics, a little harder than my electric is, but I'm going to give it a shot. Here we go. What bounces off you? I heard the news that's been spreading around, the one that you have been messing around town. You think the eyes are not watching you, but people see all the things that you do. You need to be mindful of what they do see. What bounces off of you will jump back on me. You think you're sly, you think you're so cool, but all you're doing is acting a fool. You got your eyes on what you think will be fun, but who will be there when the day is done? You put your trust in what never will be. What bounces off of you will jump back on me.
Hey, Tim, fantastic, man. It's always
Thank
hard
you.
to do live, and me being the host, I've got the worst internet connection here, but that was great, great sound. Tim, keep going, brother. But Carlo, if anyone wants to ask in between, just ask away. I'm going to be doing the showcase shows soon, so we're basically practicing here now. So, Carlo, what's your thoughts on Tim's first song there, man?
Oh, amazing song, man. I really like it. I really like the feeling of it. You're really singing with your heart. That's purely, like you said, blues and rock, but it's rock and roll. That's the soul of
Thank
it.
you.
And I
Thank
really
you.
love it. I started following you on Spotify, so I will be definitely looking forward to it. And as well, I searched for everyone, and I think I got everyone's Instagram, so I'm following them right now. But right now I need to go now, so I have to say
Carlo.
goodbye. But hope to see you, Sparky. You have an amazing project here. Keep it going, and I hope I can be here next week with
Brother,
Josh.
you are here next week. If you get one more member of your band to come back before you even join the family, you're back on next week. Carlo, bye-bye, brother.
Thank you.
Cheers, man. And if anyone else needs to leave, Tim, let's play. I'm good for an hour, but anyone else, if you have to go or whatever, but if not, sit back. Tim, what's next? I'm putting the mic back on you, brother.
This song is called Come Back and Love Me. And again, it's about a guy whose girl's run off, but he's begging her, come back and love me like you used to do. He misses her that badly. So I'm not going to do as much lead on this. This song's a little bit harder, but I'm going to give you the gist of it. So here we go.
One love, brother.
You were my darling and my honey too. I never loved no one like I loved you. You were my life, you were all that I need. I never had it good till you loved me. You came and told me once that we were through. Come back and love me like you used to do, yeah. Somebody asked about you yesterday. I really didn't have the words to say. How do I tell them that you left me? Tears filled my eyes till I could barely see. My life is sad cause I don't have you. Come back and love me like you used to do.
Oh, absolutely beautiful, dude. So, Tim, do you have one more in you? One more song? Or is it just two for this evening?
Let me look here real quick.
Well, in the meantime, Ali's going to ask you a question. Ali,
Okay.
what's your thoughts, brother? Ali and Sin. Ali then Sin.
My question is, when was the last time you performed? Did you perform on stage?
3 weeks ago, 2.5 weeks ago.
Where do you actually perform? In the States, or you really go around to?
Oh, this was just in a town 5 miles from me.
I
So
thought
we do the local things.
you have to try to go international. People will like your songs because around
Thank
here in
you.
Europe, people love musics like this also.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I really do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well said, Ali. Sin, what's your thoughts here, brother?
And really soulful. You make really, really soulful music, like really from your heart. It really sounds good.
Thank you. Thank you.
Sin, I know you're very hard to find. Sin's called Javon, and he's got an NFT as his face. It's just hard to find you, bro.
Believe it or not, I just changed my Instagram profile picture because people were saying that same thing. I guess people weren't, yeah.
And it's
too funny.
Sin_City. Kirsty told me your name is Sin City. I was calling you Sin
Sin
City,
City.
and you go, no, that's a song. But dude, Tim, have you noticed Tim's following you? Has Tim got you? Has Tim started following you, commenting and supporting everything you do yet? Javon, his name is Tim. His name's Javon. He's in the Facebook group.
Yeah, I think I got him on Facebook. Yeah.
I think so. I think so.
Yeah.
Right,
I
so
try to
let's
keep
get-
up with a little bit of everybody.
Let's let his brothers here that always come every single week to support also, same as Ali, Scotty and Zach. Scotty, what's your thoughts, man?
Oh, you know I love your playing. It's down to earth, real jazz, and just real love. It's the riff, man. I love it, dude.
Thank you. Thank you. I love you like a brother, Scotty.
You know,
Yep, love you too, dog.
I have made you two best friends, and I know it because every comment that Scott leaves on an artist thing, Tim's behind him backing it up. And you know, dude, people get out their way to try and make people join our thing and let's be fake. I'll do this. No, we're the realest mother. Beep, because Ian's here and the planet. Scott and Tim, those supported to death. Zach's got his own show. Zach, what's your thoughts? Zach?
I loved it. I could hear a whole band in there. Great songs. I really liked it. I've been listening to the stuff from previous show. That was really good.
Thank you.
But yeah, I wish I was closer to you. We could hook up once in a while.
Right.
I'm dying
Hey.
for somebody to play with.
Here, I need to fly over the oceans to see Tim. You just have to jump on a train. You're in the same land, brother. Make it happen. Make it happen.
Yeah.
We've also got the lovely May would like to say something. Zach, are you finished first, Zach? Sorry, were you finished? Yeah. May, what's your thoughts, dear?
Yeah, I like Tim. I like your voice. You have lots of energy, and wow, I really find it really cool. Great music. I like it. I
know for a fact they'll be supporting you tomorrow because there's only one May. I looked as soon as you type in Mayrei, you've got that one. Tim will be supporting you if he's not already. Check your Instagram. I bet he's following you already. I'm not kidding. Nick, would you like to say something?
I try to add everybody on Instagram too. I try to follow most of you guys. I think I got a lot though.
Yeah, son, there's no rush to do this. I'm doing this show 5 days a week this week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, with 10 different artists. Then I'm having a week off because it's my birthday. Then listen to this. Then I'm doing 7 days on, 7 days off this podcast, Monday to Sunday. And I'm having things like the 1010 Indiana podcast, where Tim's getting 10 of his musicians from Indiana, Scott and Zach from Ohio, they're getting 10 musicians from there. So it's going to go off with a bang soon. So if you forget someone now, dude, everyone's in the back. Like brothers from other mothers, sisters from other misters. Anyway, son, anyone else want to say anything? Nick, we want to say something? Nick, ANC?
Yeah, man, I dig it, man. Definitely a very rootsy, bluesy, American folky kind of sound. I dig your vocals, very soulful.
Thank you.
That's cool how you were saying how your older brothers were showing you the ropes. I always had some friends too, 10 years older, always showing me the ropes too. And I dig it, man. You definitely got that flavor of where you're coming from in the United States. You said Indiana, the Midwest. And yeah, man, I totally dig it.
Thank you.
Keep it going, man. You've already been doing it for so long. It's for life.
Hey,
not bad for an old guy.
I love it.
Tim, I thought Tim was like 5 years older than me, and he said today he's a 60s baby. You old bat, beep, beep, because Ian's here.
I'm
just going to say something now before Ian says a comment. Every single song that's featured, this is episode 15 from all the podcasts. They're all on a Spotify playlist, which I'll add the new people to tomorrow. So if you don't think you can find somebody, I'll make it easy for you all to find each other. And every platform, I'll force you to follow each other. But Agency, what would you like to say before Tim plays us out with one more song? Agency.
Yeah, so far that was absolutely sick. It's something no, I don't think a lot of people talk about. So before my voice, so my voice still hasn't finished, cracking. But
I remember
before,
13.
but before it had gotten deep at all, I was like, I'm pretty good, but I used to be.
Can I just say something? You sound just as manly as any other gentleman here. You don't sound like a young boy. Your voice, it hasn't got much more to go, to be fair. You already sound like a man to me. But anyway, continue. Sorry.
It's funny to me because whenever I'm on a podcast or whatever, my voice is where I would want it to sound. And then whenever I get behind a mic, I'm like, why do I sound 10? Anyways, something nobody really talks about. I'm still pretty good, but I used to be absolutely phenomenal before my voice cracked at singing. And it was like next Justin Bieber type compliments. And then my voice cracked and then I suck now. But it's super ballsy to be singing that high, especially since and nobody talks about that. But it's just the vocals and the guitar. It was all so awesome. Like, carry on doing your thing. That's so dope, bro.
Thank you.
Ali, you want to say something to Tim before he plays the last song of the evening? Ali?
Tim, I really like your performance. As I told you before, I wish one day you tour around. You have to try to tour around, not only around the corners in your area. Try to move around for people to see you also live performing.
Ali, help me, because Ali, listen, right? People don't know this, but I'm going to tell people because I'm drunk because of his one beer. That's how weak I am, right? But anyway, I've got every single live venue's phone number and a little red book here. And I'm asking all my friends around the world to do the same in your areas. Get all your live venues, and I'm going to make the most attractive thing to approach all of these people by emails. If any of these weird balls, I don't want 20% of your money. I just want to make the biggest and best booking agency in the world, which is 2023, because I'll have a heart attack if I try to do it this year. But Ali, continue. I'll just butt you off there, but yeah, I had to say that. There you go.
Well off, bro.
Thank you. Thank you.
Tim, what's next, Tim? What's next?
The last song I'm going to do tonight is called You Got No One to Blame. And it's all about too bad, so sad. Basically, the first line is, if you don't have me, woman, you got no one to blame but yourself, do you? And so that's pretty much the basics of the song is, you got no one to blame. So here we go.
Let's go. My brother, Tim Consley.
Yourself, do you? Oh, if you don't have me, woman, you got no one to blame but yourself, do you? Well, you went out on your own and left me all alone. You got no one to blame but yourself, do you?
dragging a heavy anchor. You got no one to blame but yourself, do ya?
He said, do ya?
You're dragging a heavy load. Think you're gonna explode. You got no one to blame but yourself, do ya? Do that again. You're dragging a heavy anchor. You got no one to blame but yourself, do ya? Oh, dragging a heavy anchor. You got no one to blame but yourself, do ya? You're dragging a heavy load. Think you're gonna explode. You got no one to blame but yourself, do ya?
Just thanks, man. Just
Thank
thanks.
you.
And you know something? I know everyone said their piece here. We don't have to say another word. Just if you know how to do the peace sign, give me the peace sign, because that's the way I like to end my recordings every single time. So